I've lived my life, as a non-Christian. I was living a very materialistic life in the US with my son Jacob and my then husband Benny. Had a lot of stuff, an incredible job, 6-figure salary, living a life. For the ladies, I took this on my video, shoes galore. There were shoes, it was a very big shoe cupboard, but I had a lot of stuff. And really wasn't focused, my life wasn't focused on the Lord in any way, shape or form. 3 months, in 2015, 3 months after I got promoted to the first female VP of a $30 million business unit, my husband passed away very suddenly from an asthma attack. He was 30 years old, and I kissed him goodbye that morning and I never saw him again. And I always say it was the start of me and the beginning of me in many ways, because 3 days after he passed away, I had this moment where I was worshiping. Didn't have a relationship with the Lord, but I love worship music. I love all types of music, but worship music is something that really hits me right here. And I spent some time in the bathroom just by myself, and in that moment, the Lord came to me and he said to me, you have a choice today and you've got to make this choice right now. And I was looking at myself in the mirror and I felt like I was seeing myself through God's eyes. But he was saying, okay, you can do one or two things. You can either allow the devil to tell you that I don't exist. How could I if I did this to you? Taken away your husband, taken away your son's father. Why would you believe that I exist? Or you can follow me, because if you don't, and I remember these words really, really clearly, your life and Jacob's life will be as dark as night. And I just thought to myself, okay, I don't really have a choice here, do I? Because the dark of night thing is really not my flavor. So I'm going to have to just trust in you. But what he did tell me in that time was that it's not going to be an easy road. It's going to be a road that's going to be filled with a lot of pain. But I promise you, one day you will know the reason why I had to allow this to happen. And so over the following 3 years, I didn't put any of my hope in him. I felt hopeful at the time, but I didn't put any of my hope in him. I got addicted, I wouldn't say addicted, but full-on dependency to alcohol, to marijuana, and to sex. I slept with a lot of different people during that time to try and fill the void and the pain and the numbness that was left by grief and sorrow. And I slid into a very deep depression, unbeknownst to my family and my friends. I walked around smiling, very, very, very good at smiling and pretending that I was okay. But inside, I was in absolute turmoil. I was lonely beyond belief. I missed him desperately. But not only did I miss him, I missed everything that I'd lost. I lost my career. I walked away from it. I moved away from the US and came back to the UK. And I remember there was this one evening in 2018 that I'd had enough. Everything had spiraled and I felt everything was desperately dark. I could see no type of light in sight. And that was the evening that I decided that I was going to end myself and my son's life. And in that moment of real deep desperation and despair, I dropped to my knees and I just said, God, okay, you told me 3 years ago, you told me that there was a reason for this. You told me that there was going to be glory that's coming, and I can't see it now. And I'm in so much pain and so much sorrow. And I groaned and I wailed to him on the floor and I said, I need you now. I need you to show up now. I need you to just show me what the plan is. Give me some type of light so that I can see through it. And in that moment, I lamented, if you want to call it that. I wept with sorrow. And I'm not going to tell you that I got up the next day and everything was better, because that would be a lie. But it was the turning point, because what I did in that moment was I put all my trust in him and I said, okay, alcohol, it's not helping. Sex with different people, it's not helping. Marijuana is not helping. So it's for you. I've got no other choice now, but it's you. So I'm going to give it all to you, and I'm going to wait patiently for you to show me and to lead me and to guide me and to raise me up to a place that I can be here with you guys today and be able to share with you the promise that he had on my life all the way back then in the bathroom in 2015 when it was just him and I, and he said, I'll promise you that I'll show you what this was for. And so the ability to come and share a word with you guys today is not just a blessing, but it's confirmation of the promise that he gave and put on my life in my darkest moment. And so